welcome. Today is in honor of our daughter, Melissa, who would have been 45 tomorrow. And for me, it goes along with the topic of winning and losing, because most people see death as having lost. The first thing people are trained to say is, "I'm sorry." But what about the winning of knowing Melissa? What about the gift of knowing Melissa? What about the presence of Melissa every day in my life, inspiring me to be bigger in terms of push out of my comfort zone in order to express myself? I honor her when I live my best life in terms of openness, freedom. When we speak of how we live our lives, are you open to life? You know what that brings up for most people, or for many people? It brings up being a doormat. It brings up being a pushover. We have taught our children and our communities to fight, to be dogmatic, to make sure we control everything, which is the opposite of openness and moving in relation to what the divine or what spirit or what the impersonal would like of us. The personal would like to be retired and go to lunch and have lots of time for exercise and time to talk to my friends and time to read books and time to enjoy my homes and time to play with my daughter's dog and like that. But the impersonal, for whatever days I have left and for however long the movement is coming through me, I will do whatever is asked. I will be on TikTok. I will be on Instagram. I will learn these new things because it's being asked of me. How do I know it's being asked of me? It's coming to me. I don't have to go looking. The teacher of how to do these TikTok videos to help the book, which is Melissa's story, I will do it. Other things come to my inbox and I feel no pull, no push, no momentum. And it's beyond, do I want to do it? So I want to make this less about me for the rest of the video and tell you a story about the Olympics, because yes, we're all about who won and who got gold and yay for the winner. And yes, they're extraordinary, these champions. But don't they have to lose? Didn't Simone Biles have to have a hard time in the last Olympics? Did she have to? No, but life is about both. And if you're only focused on winning and getting, you're not prepared well for life. Life is also about what we perceive as loss, but it's just movement. And we make a big deal about what we want and the up and the winning. But I have a story for you. So let me open this. I want to get the names right and read it to you on my phone. So Lisa Natoli, our good friend, posted this. And the Kenyan runner, Abel Mutai, Mutai, was just a few feet from the finish line, but became confused with the signage and stopped, thinking he had completed the race. A Spanish runner, Ivan Fernandez was right behind him and, realizing what was happening, started shouting at the Kenyan to continue running. Mutai didn't know Spanish and didn't understand. Realizing what was taking place, Fernandez pushed Mutai to victory. A journalist asked him, "Why did you do that?" Ivan replied, "My dream is that someday we can have a kind of community life where we push and help each other to win." What? It's not what we teach. The journalist insisted, "But why did you let the Kenyan win?" Ivan replied, "I didn't let him win. He was going to win. The race was his." The journalist insisted again, "But you could have won." Ivan looked at him and replied, "But what would be the merit of my victory? What would be the honor in that medal? What would my mother think of that?" And the article goes on. Thank you, Lisa Natoli. So how do we live? Do we want to always be winners, or do we want to look at the how? How are we living and how are we dying? Every day we're in between. We have more life ahead of us and we have death in front of us as well. And we'll be led, we'll be opened. We don't need to fight what is. We can love what is and reap the benefits of what is. Someone remembered Melissa's birthday tomorrow and put a post. That makes me cry because I'm touched by the kindness. I'm not touched by her loss because I'm gaining from knowing her, from being her mother, from journeying with sticky parts, the hard parts, the good parts, the tough parts, all of it. It's not win and lose. That paradigm needs to be shaken up. How will you shake up that paradigm in your life? What are you celebrating? Are you celebrating the how of your living? Are you breaking out of your comfort zone and listening to the movements? That young man was moved. He didn't stop and think and figure it out. And should I? He just pushed that man to victory because it was his. So what is yours in this next moment, in this next day, and in your life, and even in your death? We don't know how we will die. Let's die as gracefully as we live. We can prepare for that. And it doesn't mean that you're a pushover or a loser or a doormat. Let's shake up that connection, that verbal mistake that being open makes you not inspired. You can be inspired like a flower to just bloom with the air and the sun. Flowers don't fight the weather. Thank you. Bye for